Just a few weeks ago, the gaming division of Microsoft initiated major changes when they announced that 3 previously Xbox exclusive games were finally coming to PlayStation 5. Now, it's fair to say that this decision has been anything but unexpected, with leaks suggesting not only the fact, but also nailing which games were actually meant. Although the implications of Microsoft's change of direction may or may not be the start of a significant change in the gaming landscape itself, it would be too early to draw any such conclusions. Instead, let's focus on the short-term consequences. Sea of Thieves has long been one of the flagship games of Microsoft's repertoire in the previous years, with PlayStation players asking for a cross-platform release pretty much ever since the game's release in March 2018. However, being a live service game, Sea of Thieves has changed a lot in the last 6 years, which begs the question whether you should buy it on PlayStation 5 or not. My name is Chris, and this is Gamer's Delight. Sea of Thieves has been captivating players since its initial release, offering a unique multiplayer pirate experience set in a vast open world. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the reasons why PlayStation 5 players might want to consider picking up Sea of Thieves. First up is one of the game's unique selling points: social interaction.
Captain!
Yeah? Oh fuck! No!
No, I'm English.
Ah, good! We don't like Spanish. We kill all Spanish for the king of the French.
We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England.
Sea of Thieves provides a platform for social interaction and collaboration, allowing players to form friendships, alliances, and rivalries within its shared world. The game heavily emphasizes cooperative gameplay, encouraging players to team up with friends or other players, and with the game supporting cross-platform play, you can easily play with your friends regardless of their platform. This social aspect can significantly enhance the overall gaming experience, especially for players who enjoy interacting with others online. Me and my crew had moments of sheer joy when we teamed up with other players we had never talked to before to summon, hunt, and eventually defeat a mythical beast together. Sometimes, of course, social interaction can be more competitive, with other crews trying to rob you of your precious loot, and while some people consider this toxic, it is a vital part of the game. Whether you're hunting or being hunted, not knowing how other players react to your presence is what makes this game great. And yes, there will be occasional moments of defeat and disappointment, but these moments are part of what makes Sea of Thieves such a joy. And if you feel unsure at first, Sea of Thieves now comes with a solo mode in which you can quite literally learn the ropes and get a feel for the game at your own pace.
Next up is player creativity and emergent gameplay. The sandbox nature of Sea of Thieves encourages creative approaches and often leads to gameplay moments where unexpected events and encounters occur.
This unpredictability adds depth and replay value to the game, as every session can offer new and unique experiences. Beyond sailing and naval combat, the game offers a variety of activities for players to engage in, including treasure hunting, skeleton fort raids, fishing, and more. This diversity ensures that there's always something new to try and keeps gameplay fresh and engaging. At some point, of course, the core gameplay can become repetitive, but player creativity paired with social interaction help the game remain interesting and fun to boot up, even after years of playing. While Sea of Thieves used to require a large time investment even for a single session, a recent update has made the game more accessible in this regard to allow players with less time on their hands to get into the action more quickly and embark on shorter voyages overall.
Next on the list is the game's art direction. Despite being 6 years old, the game features beautiful and vibrant visuals, bringing its open-world pirate setting to life. I dare say the game still offers the most visually stunning ocean, and the overall art direction allows the game to really shine time and time again.
Moreover, the game offers a vast open world filled with islands, shipwrecks, and hidden treasures to explore. For players who enjoy exploration and discovery in games, Sea of Thieves provides ample opportunities for adventure and the thrill of uncovering secrets. And speaking of ample opportunities for adventure, Rare has shown through what I consider unrivaled support through regular updates for a modern AAA live service game. The developer has a track record of consistently updating the game with new content, including new quests, events, and cosmetic items. This ensures that players will have ongoing reasons to return to the game and explore new adventures. It goes without saying that not every update brings a variety of massive changes to the gameplay or the game world. Some updates are instead dedicated to quality of life changes and bug fixes. For the most part, however, the developers have managed to strike a good balance between keeping the game interesting and making it more playable. And speaking of, I want to use this as a chance to applaud Rare for their efforts in making this game as accessible as possible so that players with various impairments still have a chance to enjoy the game.
That being said, all that glitters is not gold, and there are reasons why you may want to hold back. For starters, the game features a relatively steep learning curve, particularly for mastering ship navigation, combat mechanics, and teamwork strategies. Learning the basics is quite straightforward, but after that there are intricate details you may only find out through discovery or sheer luck. This could of course deter new players who prefer games with more accessible gameplay mechanics or shorter learning curves. Moreover, while Sea of Thieves offers a unique experience, some players may find the gameplay loop of sailing, looting, and battling other players or NPCs to be repetitive over time, especially if they prefer more varied gameplay mechanics.
Sea of Thieves prioritizes player-driven experiences over structured narratives, which may not appeal to PlayStation 5 users who prefer story-driven games with deep character development and plot twists. The game does feature quests with a proper storyline and narrative structures, but they certainly do not make up the majority of the game, nor do they win any prize for writing. Lastly, while Rare has a history of supporting the game with regular updates and content expansions, some players may rightfully be uncertain about the long-term support and development roadmap for the game. Although there haven't been any comments regarding the end of support, the fact that Rare is currently working on another game and the fact that the game will soon feature an offline mode may be seen as hints that at some point Rare may discontinue their ongoing efforts for new content in favor of freeing resources for other projects. I do, however, believe that with the game now releasing on PlayStation 5, the game's continued support for servers should remain in place.
Seeing that Sea of Thieves is, at the time of writing and recording this video, the most pre-ordered game on PlayStation 5 says a lot. If you feel like the game's design is coherent with your preferences, then I can only recommend buying Sea of Thieves. You can get the game for around $40, which I believe to be quite fair. Do you plan on getting Sea of Thieves for PlayStation? If so, let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.